what a nice day it is, too. It's actually kind of dark out. I wonder what time it is. Ah, hello. Welcome to this campfire. And this game, Outer Wilds. I just got up from this sleeping bag. And let's see. Who's this guy? Slate. His name is Slate. There's our pilot, back from your pre-launch camp out under the stars, I see. So it's launch day, eh? Seems like only yesterday you joined the space program, and suddenly here you are, leaving on your first solo voyage. Really? I mean, usually there's like one other guy on a space voyage, but if it's just me, then, what do you say? Ready to get this beauty off the ground? It's all fueled up and ready to go. Well, I like to check things once or twice just to make absolutely sure. So, you sure you fix those retro rockets? Well, there's only a problem one time, and then maybe a few times after that, but hey, no reason to dwell on the past, right? I don't know what the after-action report for the last handful of launches actually was. All the same, though. Anyway, you'll need to get the launch codes from Hornfels at the observatory before you can lift off. Just bring those here once you've said your goodbyes or whatever. Okay. Well, I could doze off. Well, I can't doze off, but I could roast a marshmallow. Where's this? Where's this go? Oh, I need the launch codes to get up there. Huh. Dawn already. Fancy that. I guess I can go over here. Okay, so yeah, you hold space and release it. Instead of just pressing it. Ah, so this is where everybody else is. Ah, and who's this? Hey, it's you. I don't have a name. Slate says you're blasting off in your ship today. I'm really excited to see the launch. Aren't you going to go into space? Aren't you? You better not have changed your mind. Well, I like to practice for the probe before I leave. Just to make sure, you know? Oh, you're just saying that. But if you really want to practice with me, I guess I could help you out a little. Try to land on one of the geyser pools. Show me what you got. Oh, she means this thing. Or is it him? I'm not sure. But anyway, let's see. Okay, so that's a model ship. To leave you press no. Up and down are shifting controls, so gotta take off this way and use. Oh, really? Okay, hang on a minute. Boy. It just... And every time it so much as touches something, it just wing, off. So I'd like to touch down somewhere else. Yeah, somewhere closer, like that. Let it drift forward and to the side, even though I didn't say for it to drift to the side. It's still doing it, regardless of what I... There we go. All right. I just landed. Clap, clap, clap. Well, there you have it. I just hope that... Well, in space there really isn't any gravity, so I don't have to factor that into account. On the other side of that, though, in space there really isn't any gravity, so I do have to think about, well, sorry, there's no air resistance, so I have to think about that. Oh, that's what that was. Ah, and you are Porphy. Hey-o, hatchling. Am I really that young? I hear you're leaving us to seek adventure amongst the stars. When you return, let's you, me, and Gosan open a bottle of the good stuff. In real life I don't drink, so the good stuff is less delicious sap wine and more daunting digestive challenge. An iron stomach is the mark of a true Hearthian, my friend. Our hardy hunter-gatherer lifestyle stems from trial and error, by which I mean our ancestors survived eating a lot of bad things. Well, they also died eating a lot of bad things. And the mark of a true Hearthian cannot possibly be puking my guts out because I drunk too much of whatever it is Porphy is cooking up in there. Ah, this guy's name is Rutile, as opposed to Hornfels. I wonder where Hornfels is. You're actually blasting off in that thing, huh? Well, I'm told my odds of survival are statistically quite high, I think. Yeah, the space program's certainly come a long way. I should probably thank you for causing fewer flash fires than your predecessors. By the way, good luck with those retro rockets. Must have seen my attempts to fly that model over and land it over there. Funny thing, that I don't know how they managed to recall it without me having to go down there and pick it back up again. What's this say? This pilot seat, used by pioneering astronaut Feldspar, is all that remains of our inaugural flight in space. Although it's been argued such a distinction requires a breathtakingly liberal definition of flight, that they will nevertheless always be remembered as a landmark achievement in Hearthian history. Well, I suppose technically, if you cross the exosphere, you are technically in space. Even if it's for like 2 seconds or something. Yes, I am thinking of a particular piece of that. New satellite camera. Okay, so this projector is linked to our Skystarter satellite, which is currently orbiting to the heart. The satellite is equipped with 2 onboard cameras, see if you can take a snapshot of our village. Well, let's see, I've got a forward and a rear view snapshot. Forward snapshot, that's this. Wait a minute. Oh, it's orbiting. What's the rear view look like? Really? That's interesting. So, the cameras aren't looking down. What exactly is that over there? I'm gonna leave it on, just to... oh well. Yeah, I don't recognize that stuff. But the cameras must be on either, like on front and back, as opposed to up and down. I thought I was looking down on the planet instead of ahead and behind. Alright, talk to you tomorrow. So it's lunch day, huh? Hal's gonna miss you. Speaking of lunch day, I was thinking about it, and the platform those ships launched from is getting old. Is it about time you built a new, less flammable one? That big tree in the village would be the perfect choice. I wouldn't mind helping out the space program, just say the word. Well, I don't know what good a tree is going to do for flammability. Yeah, I'm guessing he's got it after that tree. Nice try, we all know you have it after that tree. What? No, I just think it's in the way and somebody ought to chop it down, you know, so it's just for me. You don't think this has to do with the time I fell out and broke my arm? That was when we were hatchlings. Who would hold a grudge for that long? Well, I can name several people who hold grudges for, like, ever. And they're all politicians. Alright. Nice. Well, I wonder if you picked up on this by now, that all the names of the characters, or at least most of them, have a particular theme running through them. Anybody out there in Internet land who knows what that theme is, let me know. In some comments. Hello there, Space Cadet. I hear you're leaving the crater today. Because we're in a crater. If you meet any of the other travelers up there, remind them to take proper care of their instruments, won't you? You mean measuring equipment? Tell me about the travelers' instruments. Oh, sure. I mean all their instruments, you know. Let me see. There's church, drums, Rebeck's banjo, Gabro's flutes. So, not scientific instruments then, but instead musical instruments. And feldspars harmonica, of course, though feldspars have been missing for a long time. Sometimes it feels like just yesterday they were playing their harmonica around the campfire. Yeah. Anyway, you hear music in space, that'll be one of the space program's other travelers. If you feel like company, you can always pull out your signal scope and track them down. Huh. Well, I guess I don't need to need to ask about the observatory, I'll just follow the signs, but musical instruments that I can hear in space. Isn't that just bizarre? Well, at least I'm further away from those geysers. I really couldn't hear myself think with them going off here and there in the background. Galena has nothing to say. Tefra. Hello, astronaut. Bit of an accent there. I didn't know they had radios here. What's with the radio? We wanted to play hide and seek, but Moraine won't let us borrow their signal scope because it's quote-unquote really delicate and quote-unquote not supposed to be thrown around like that. Well, there was this Calvin and Hobbes story about a pair of binoculars. Maureen was right. Hey, can we use your signal scope? Can we please? We'll even let you be it. I'm not all that good with kids. I in real life and, well, in this case, out of it. Sorry, I wish I could, but I'll tell you what, I'll come back here after my trip, and maybe then. I feel like a heel. But I have no intention of taking off and never returning. Really? But we can't play without a signal scope. Play with us later, okay? Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of mixed about that response, to be honest, but, talk to Spinell. Fishing line, see how fantastic time. There's a couple of songs about fishing communication. You're leaving the crater? Guess we'll all be a little busier without you around to let the hand. Well, it sounds like I'm leaving forever. Don't think I'm gonna take that option. Got it. That big water planet, Cheyenne Steep, that's where I'd go. Why is that? One time after the rest of the village had left to sleep, and it was just the two of us sitting on a campfire, Gabriel told me about their first trip to Giant Steep. They landed their ship easily enough in the waves, but couldn't see too far down on account of how murky the water was, I guess. Too dark. Gabriel wants to see what lay beneath the surface, so they decided to travel east. They traveled down, but suddenly Gabriel couldn't go any further. Fascinating. Tell me more. I will, I was just pausing dramatically. Well, so was I. As though exercising a little bit so long, the water was refusing to let Gabriel go any deeper. It held Gabriel back, almost as if it were trying to protect him from something. Like what? Sharks? Mega sharks? Really bad movies about sharks? Maybe Clue. And then, in the terrible darkness, Gabriel saw it. Oh, so it was going to be the tentacle of some hideous beast. Oh, I was right all along. Well, I'm not going to ask if he was drunk. Is that all true? Heard it from Gabriel himself. Gabriel can be a little fanciful, sure, but they aren't a liar. I mean, probably anyway. I guess if you want to know the story entirely true, you can go see Giant Steep for yourself. Well, I suppose there are quite a few places I can go. I saw somewhere up there. Not sure what it was. Nice and quiet up here. Huh. That thing over there looks like a bigger version of what I was flying. Is that my ship? I was expecting a few more booster rockets. I mean, escaping escape velocity is kind of hard, isn't it? And what was that? Wait a second, there's a thing over here. Danger. Inside this fence is a pocket of ghost matter, a strange and dangerous substance that's invisible to the naked eyes. The good news is that you can detect ghost matter with a camera. Moving through ghost matter is uniquely painful and will probably kill you. Don't complain to me if you hurt yourself fooling around, signed Hornfeld. So, they must be around here somewhere. Alright, I can use a camera to take a picture of, let's see. How about over here? Ah. So it shows up green on this camera, but doesn't show as anything else unless somebody throws something at it. Like him over there. Archives. Hi, astronaut. You know the patch of ghost matter inside this fence? Gosan said it used to be bigger when they were a hatchling, because ghost matter evaporates. And goes where? That's fascinating. It just takes a super long time to go away. I hope there's still ghost matter in the village when I'm grown up. Ghost matter is awesome. Well... It is dangerous, it is uniquely painful. Do I want to scare this guy? I mean, I'm not exactly going full signal 30 here, but, I don't know, that's a bit forceful. You shouldn't be throwing rocks in there. Ghost matter is dangerous. Obviously that's what makes it so awesome. Jeez, I'm not dumb enough to touch it. Ugh, you're such a grown-up. Well, you touching it is one thing. It touching you, on the other hand... What's the rest of this? Looks like there's some kind of platform over here with a safety rail, and... Oh, this looks like the launch tower that... I'm gonna have to fly that thing, right? Without any booster rockets. I don't know, the lack of booster rockets has me scratching my head. What's this say? I saw smoke coming from Young Bark Crater up north and figured I should go check it out. You can use the scout launcher, just please don't break it while I'm gone, signed Tektite. Okay, let me just get up here for a bit. Oh, more stuff. North is Youngback Crater. Bark Crater. Oh, wait a minute. East is Nomai Ruins. South is Quantum Grove Crater. What about west? Northwest Geyser Mountains. There doesn't seem to be a west listed here, but smoke coming from Youngback Crater. Okay, let me just aim it and launch a scout at Youngback Crater there. Hello? I don't think that smoke was coming from Youngback Crater. I think it was coming from behind Youngback Crater. Okay. Now, there was something about ruins mentioned. I think they were in this direction. Wait a minute. Oh, dang. I just caught a glimpse of that, but that looked familiar. I've seen it, I saw it somewhere when I was using that satellite. I don't know whether those were the actual ruins or not, or whether I overshot them, undershot them. Not sure. Hey, come say hi to your old flight coach before launch. I got 0G training set up if you want a refresher. Signed, Gosan. Well, alright. Better get a feel for this. Ah. Hey, I thought I might see you before the big launch. Nerves getting the better of you? Well, to be honest, I am a bit edgy. I mean, I saw that, what happened to your eye there? I saw that, well, I tried flying the model, and yes, I had to take gravity and wind and such into account, but I'm a little edgy. Good, everyone should be a bit nervous going into space. I got cocky during my first flight and nearly put a new crater in the moon. Still, I was never as green as you. Well, I suppose I've improved. Think so, do you? Feel like proving it to your old flight coach? There's a satellite, quote-unquote, which is definitely not just a piece of broken mining equipment, set up down the zero-G cave in need of repairs. If you're looking for a little last-minute zero-G practice, head down the lift and into the cave. Or don't, so long as you're confident you can make ship repairs in space. Okay, might as well get in some practice. Here we go. Cool. Get to it and try not to concuss yourself right before your first launch. Well, I'll try. No guarantees, but I'll try. Why am I drifting through space underground? Doesn't make any sense.